Hey everybody, so check it out. This just showed up on my doorstep. The UPS guy left it sideways, which is very weird, but let's get it inside and let's see what's inside this box. So this is an order from aquariumfishsale.com. Not too many people have reviews on this company on YouTube, so I decided, you know what, let me try. So this is how their card looks. You have an acclimation guide. So that's kind of how this looks. And we have some Chinese newspapers and a cold pack that's not that cold anymore. And inside we have a bunch of goodies. So let's check it out. Let's see what we have. Let's start with this bag right here. Okay. So I can see this is called an engineer goby, or some people call it an eel goby. He's nice and healthy. So that's pretty awesome. I think I'm gonna put mine into this box right over here. This is my Acclimation foam box. So let me just put the bag over there. Our second bag is a yellow mimic tang. That's what they call it. So this is not the yellow lemon peel mimic tang. This is just a regular mimic tang. So that's pretty cool. The water is kind of dirty. That's why it's like so blurry. But that's how that looks. Let's see what else we have here. Another Coral Beauty Angel. Now I got this guy for $23. That's why I picked him up. I think I'm just gonna sell him on Craigslist to somebody else that might want him. I kind of got him just to fill out the order, and maybe I could flip him for a profit on Craigslist. I'll quarantine him, of course. And then, or maybe I'll just keep him, we'll see. But that's that. Let's see. Here we got an awesome fish, a mandarin. There he is. Healthy, moving. It's always the best part of this, if they're moving. And here is my favorite fish of the order, to be honest. The lemon peel angelfish. So he was the cheapest that I found online. I got him for 43 bucks. Most companies sell them from anywhere from 47 to, I would say, 60. So that's how much he was. So yeah, and I also wanted the yellow mimic tang. I thought the yellow mimic tang with the lemon peel will do a very nice job in a reef tank or in a fish only tank, like the combination. Like they look very similar, but yet they're different species. So yeah, let me start acclimating these guys and show you how they look in the bucket. We'll get right into it. Okay, so the first fish that I'm going to put this over here will be the engineer goby. Kind of an interesting fish, to be honest. He was like $13 or so, somewhere there. I'm surprised it didn't send me an invoice. I like when companies send an invoice so I can see exactly how much I already paid, but I do remember prices pretty well. But, you know, I just like to see how much I paid for something or whatever. So, yeah. Here we go. Open this. This is the Coral Beauty. He's bigger than my current Coral Beauty. So, yeah, that's interesting. And he was like $7 cheaper. It was only 23 bucks, believe it or not. So the reason why I tried to go with this company is because I want to test it, you know. You have to see what kind of companies are out there, because most people are ordering from Live Aquaria or from saltwaterfish.com, which I did before, and I will continue to order from Saltwater Fish. But, you know, you have to see other options. That's the mandarin. There's a few companies that I still want to try. Mainly that fish place, I think that's what it's called, or that pet place, which is an actual store, a physical store in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. But they do have shipping for Saltwater, and they have some content that I want to get from this, so I'll probably pick up those guys from there as well. Yeah, so that will be exciting. And here is the final, last but not least, now most of the light shining in this room is actually from outside. However, the tank light is on. Most people say to turn off the tank light, reduce stress, but it's not like a reef light, it's like a very weak light, but you know, it's fine. So here are the fish. Very nice sizes for the cheap price. These were considered their smalls, but they don't look like smalls. They're probably wild caught, to be honest. Maybe not the mandarin, but yeah, these guys will really have to be quarantined. Because I don't like trust these companies as much. They do have a guarantee though. I'm not sure what it is. I'll have to check. But yeah, looks pretty interesting to me. Most people would float the bags, but in the summer I don't do that because the water is similar temperature to my tank, because it's summer outside, it's kind of hot, and by the time it comes it's maybe 2 degrees off. In the winter I would definitely acclimate the temperature. But in the summer, I just let, like, by pouring water into my tank, pouring water from my tank into the box, that would basically do the temperature acclimation. And as you can see, they're so comfortable that they're actually pecking at each other a little bit. I think the yellow mimic tank has issues with the mimic angel, which is pretty interesting. But let's see. So I'll start acclimating these guys, and I think I'll put the yellow mimic and the coral beauty in the bigger tank that I have, and the tank will acclimate in this tank for now. I know it's kind of full, but I think one more guy can fill in. Maybe not, I don't know, we'll figure that out. You know what, yeah, I think I'm gonna do the yellow mimic tank, the angel, and the other angel in the bigger tank, and the goby and the mandarin will go into this small 10-gallon tank for now. And by the way, in case you guys watched that second video, here is the other fish from Live Aquaria. This is the hawkfish, the flame hawkfish, and here is the wrasse, the bluehead wrasse. They're doing very well so far. So far so good. This wrasse still picks in them every now and then, but that's fine. So I'm gonna start acclimating these guys and show you guys as I put them into the tank. Okay, so here is my 65-gallon quarantine tank. It's not fancy at all. It's very dirty. It's just some place to keep my fish that I have up here. I'm actually trying to get rid of this guy and this guy, and maybe this guy, as he'll be probably too big by the time I set up the 90-gallon. But for now, I have a Dispar Antheus in here, a Lowmark angelfish, and a tiny goby in here. So I did get a second one of this guy, but he didn't make it. So yeah. So here we go. So I think this is after acclimation. I poured out all the water, I mean most of the water. I'm gonna do first the Coral Beauty, just to make sure he's healthy. These guys are very fat, the way they sent them to me. They are very fat fish. They're not thin or anything. Maybe the tang is a little bit thin. So what I decided to do is I'm gonna put the two angels in this big tank, and then this tang and the mandarin and the engineer goby will go into the smaller tank. So here is the lemon peel. He has some of the blue already, which is my favorite part of the lemon peel. Look at that fish. Gorgeous, unbelievable. And there he goes. Nice size. I hope they stay healthy. And if they don't, this is just a quarantine tank, so we'll be able to treat them for medication. This guy is like my puppy. If I want, I could pet them. I could just like stick my hand in, but he may bite. Sometimes he thinks it's food, so you don't want to get bit by this guy, trust me. It's just not fun. So the angels are gonna have a little bit of competition to form a hierarchy, maybe. The Lowmark angel is probably the most reef safe, but we'll see. It's a risk to put these guys, but there's no coral in here obviously because it's a quarantine tank. So we shall see how everything goes. And the pufferfish is kind of pecking at him. And here's a Lowmark, which is smaller than everybody. So yeah, there are those two. I'll make another video, of course, to follow up with these fish, how they do and how they're going. But for now, we'll let them settle into this tank and let them do their thing, and they're probably hungry and there's a ton of algae for them to eat, so that's that. Now let's go to the second tank for these three guys. So here we are at the smaller tank, 10-gallon. So I'll just start with the engineer goby, I guess. It might be a bad idea because they're kind of slippery. So whoever I catch, maybe we'll just do the mandarin. There we go. And in you go. I'm not sure if he's a male or female. I have a feeling it's a male because he has a long dorsal fin. So I think that's the case. But we'll see. Let's hope he does well. I'll have to buy some more pods for him. I don't think this tank has enough pods. Yeah, but of course, since he's in such a small tank, I'll try to train him to eat as much man-made food as possible, and of course some shrimp as well. So I think this is a male. Let me know in the comment section if you know if it's a male or not. He has a longer dorsal fin. So I think that's what the case is. If you guys are wondering why the tank is dirty, is because the inside is. I kind of have to clean it from the inside. I don't like to stick my hand into tanks, just for the fact that it makes everybody unhappy. So let me try to catch the... This is the only place I like to stick my hand in to catch fish. Otherwise... Come on. I'm surprised that these guys like came in so healthy and so energetic. Like, I'm very surprised. There he goes. Just let him settle. It's an interesting fish. Not my favorite, but we'll see how he does. I've kind of seen them pretty big, and I kind of want to have a big one of this, just so like he could be another talking piece in the tank. And this is also the reason why I placed the order with this company, is this fish. Nobody has these. Okay, here we go. And there we go. And he is a mimic tank. Now, I'll have a surprise for you in next unboxing, hopefully, whenever it comes. I'm planning on getting a half black mimic tank, so we'll see when he comes in. That one is coming from Live Aquaria, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. But for now, this is what we have. Here's Engineer Goby swimming around, pretty active. I think I'll put that rabbit fish into the bigger tank. I mean, I got him from Petco, and he's doing very well. I don't see any ick on him or anything so far. Maybe I'll keep him in here for another few days. And that guy's just looking at everybody. Love that fish. One of the nicest fish in the hobby, to be honest. I think it's one of the prettiest. Like red with like a black stripe on the back, which is awesome. And this is like, it's actually pretty cool. Okay guys, so here I am at the tank. I'm gonna try to feed the newbies. This is like 2 hours after acclimation, so let me see if they're inclined to eat. I'll feed them some pellets. Now I do have shrimp, but I like to feed pellets just to see the reaction of the fish. So of course, that guy's going after it, the wrasse. Let me see if the Engineer Goby gets anything. He's not. The tank is kind of scared. He's very skittish and stuff. So, like, he's checking to see if I'm still here, and he's just backing in. That's so interesting. I've never seen that before. The rabbitfish is just eating away. He's like my most aggressive eater. That coral beauty is not as aggressive as it should be. I think he's like not used to food. I'm not sure what they fed him in Live Aquaria, but I tried giving mysis. He didn't go after it. I'm not sure if he got a piece now, but we'll see about that. But for now, there is the yellow mimic tank. Gorgeous fish. The yellow is beautiful. I mean, the yellow tank costs now like 200 bucks, 150 bucks. The cheapest case maybe $115. And then you could get a fish like this that is very similar for 40 something bucks. $43 to be exact. $43.96 to be exact. So that's an update with these guys. It's so cute how he just checks if I'm still here. That's so interesting. So yeah, so this is the quarantine, the 10 gallon. I think this tank is full for now. Yeah, so cute. Okay, so let me just leave him alone. There is the mandarin. Cute. It's just sitting there, chilling. And then, let's go to the other tank. So here we are at the 65 gallon. There's the coral beauty just hanging around. And the lemon peel is just chilling. So I am gonna try to feed them. Let me see. So I got some pellets in my hand, some small pellets. I'll just throw these in here. Of course, the Almengi tank just goes crazy. These guys eat like a pig. I'm just warning you, the bigger these fish are, the more they eat. So people don't always think about it, but smaller fish are cheaper to take care of as well. People don't always know that. Like, they don't really always think about it. So like to feed this guy a month could cost you $10, literally. So it's just a heads up on you all. Like seaweed for this guy could cost you, I don't know, probably 20 bucks a year. It's just a cost to consider. Not everybody thinks about it. So here is Lowmark Angel. The new angels, they don't feel that comfortable yet to swim around and do stuff. They're kind of hiding, but yeah, I don't think the feeding worked out that well. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I know these tanks are a mess. However, they're just quarantine tanks. They're tanks made to just let the fish relax, let them figure things out. I could observe them better, and I could medicate such a tank much easier than I could medicate an actual established tank. So that's why they're like this. So they're not gonna live like this forever. I'm gonna set up a 90-gallon. I'm gonna take you guys along for the ride for that, and we'll see how everything goes. These guys I'm trying to get rid of, this one and this one, and maybe him, as I think he'll be too big, but we'll definitely keep the other guys. I'm trying to get as many fish as possible to fit in a 90-gallon, and I don't want any huge fish, so that's why I got the mimic tank. It's kind of small. So yeah, thank you for watching, and let me know if you would like to see any other videos.